Welcome to the Tech Show. I'm Sonia Gavankar, and this week we have all the latest gadget news. We discuss the ethics of robots taking care of our elders, and yet another little gadget tries to take my money. All that and more coming up on the Tech Show. Now it's time for the latest. One of the most frustrating tasks for many of us these days is finding out how and where to get an appointment for a COVID-19 vaccination. It can be a real exercise in exasperation. The websites are often difficult to navigate and prone to frequent crashes. In addition, after finding an appointment time slot and filling out multiple pages of questions, you're often told that your opening has disappeared. In view of all this, we've tried to gather as much helpful information as we can about ways to research and snag vaccination appointments for yourself and others. Many of us who have tried to register for vaccination appointments have gone through the experience of filling out several screens of information, only to find that by the time you get to the end, the appointment is gone. So it's a good idea to have all your data, such as your name, age, address, insurance information, and the registration ID and password for the site immediately at hand. The faster you can go through the registration process, the more likely you are to actually get an appointment. And if you don't get an appointment, make sure you have the appropriate paperwork already handy, especially since available appointments can be last minute. SpaceX started accepting pre-orders for its Starlink satellite internet service as the company broadens its beta program to a limited number of users per coverage area. Members of the public can now enter the home address and put down $99 for an antenna router bundle that Starlink's website said would ship on first-come, first-served basis, depending on location. The $99 deposit are fully refundable and may take 6 months or more to fulfill, the website says. Some locations entered on the website return a notice saying coverage won't be available until mid to late 2021, while some say 2022. The full Starlink kit costs $499 and includes a mountable pizza-sized dish antenna, Wi-Fi router, and power supply. The Starlink deposit idea follows a familiar model from Musk's Tesla playbook. The electric car company has invited potential customers to pre-order cars that aren't fully available yet, collecting cash from modest refundable down payments to help shore up the company's balance sheets. The fine print on Starlink's website says placing a deposit does not guarantee that the Starlink kit or service will be available to you. It books potential customers a priority spot for whenever Starlink becomes available in their region. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
My name is Sakila Ulmer, and I'm the founder and CEO of Me and the Bees Lemonade. I have been underestimated, and I can see that it's pretty easy to underestimate a 13-year-old girl who started a lemonade stand and is trying to make her company a huge success. My girlfriends at school, they don't treat me differently because of my company, but what happens is that they'll come to me and ask for advice on a business idea that they don't know whether they should launch or not. Or they'll come saying, hey, will you be my mentor for the business fair? One woman that I look up to is Miss Michelle Obama. She's somebody whose path I'd like to follow. She is similar to me, not in the fact that I'm the first lady, but how she has two missions and had two different lives, like being the first lady, but also having a social side and having a voice for young women. And for me, it's being a student and being a kid, but also having and running my own company. The advantages are that I dream like a kid. And for me, dreaming like a kid means that you won't let other things get in the way of what you want to achieve in the future. And that's an advantage because as you grow up, you're like, oh, but I'll have legal issues and financing issues. But as a kid, you're like, I want the ice cream and I'm going to get the ice cream. And in my opinion, the advantages completely outweigh the disadvantages. So I would say go get it.
Those of us who love tech are now super sensitive in these COVID days of everything we touch. And it doesn't matter how often we wash our hands, they're always touching our cell phones. And I'm really grossed out by my child's school devices. But now I have hands and I know that it's clean. The cleaner smells both potent and fresh. And I have to admit, this little cleaning cape is pretty adorable. And it's a great way of keeping it all together. Now, I'm never sure if I should be using glass cleaner on my devices, and I know that bleach is not the answer. But now with hands and their proprietary solution that is industry approved, I know that it actually works. And look at how gross the cloth is from just one device that I cleaned. So I really know that it's working. The hand swipe clean is great for travel. After filling the handy little applicator with solution, you can wipe everything down and it feels good to get all the marks off of your screens. You're gonna feel so good that you're gonna start looking around for screens to actually wipe. Now I'm gonna show you how this works. This is the travel one. This side has the cleaner in it. Put a little bit of cleaning on, clean it up. It already looks better. Other side with their little chamois stuck in there. Oh, it's glorious. Oh, beautiful. Look. Oh. Okay, now, check out my gross phone before. Gross. Putting on the little chamois, sham. And now, I'm going to even do half of it so you see how gross my phone is. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Now, it's not going to replace all of the scratches that you have on your phone, but it is going to take all of the gross germs away. Big fan. I love it. I want to clean everything with it. Hands. Big fan. We'll be back with more of the Tech Show in just a minute. Stay with us.
It's the Jet Set's Win Now, Travel Later giveaway. Enter to win at thejetset.tv/free trip to win now and travel anytime in the next 2 years. Hurry, contest ends soon.
Welcome back. As we figure out how to make everything from grocery shopping to visiting a zoo contactless, robotics engineers are having a moment. For years, they've been developing robots as assistants and companions and caregivers. And since COVID has backed us into a corner, we as a society could really learn to accept them. Even before the pandemic, plenty of places in the world suffered from a shortage of healthcare workers. And if deployed correctly, robot workers could help with some of the tasks humans have to do now in hospitals. Robots that can perform health and medical tasks would especially be useful in rehabilitation and nursing homes, as they would cut down on contact between vulnerable and other humans. We have a very special guest here to discuss the pros and cons of all this. Her name is Dr. Cheryl Lee from the Tagliatella College of Engineering at the University of New Haven. Hello, Dr. Lee. So you've studied both mechatronics engineering and educational psychology. How do those disciplines together impact your studies in robotics?
Okay, thanks for having me. The field of robotics has expanded beyond building industrial robots that can perform repetitive tasks with precision and predictability in constrained settings to autonomous robots that can perform a wider range of tasks, including everyday household activities, such as the robot assistants and the companions and the caregivers, as you mentioned earlier. So to build robots that can handle the unpredictability of the real world, it is important for robotic scientists to look at how humans do their jobs in such a wide range of situations and context.
What unique opportunities are appearing right now when it comes to getting robots into the world and interacting with people?
Um, Everybody knows that human-robot interactions were a topic of science fiction long before the first industrial robot was developed in 1960s. But it is not a fiction anymore. So with the advance of science and technology, especially the recent development in artificial intelligence, there are many real opportunities waiting to be explored in the field of human-robot interactions. For example, the relationship between humans and human-like robots equipped with artificial intelligence, it is different from human-to-human relationship. There's a new area of cognitive modeling of the relationship between humans and the humanoid robot. So another opportunity will be the new science and technology for perceiving humans. Robots are actually fundamentally machines. They can only carry out tasks based on computer instructions. So we need to translate human behaviors, including our motions and emotions, languages, facial expressions, and even cognitions into machine language so that the robot can understand.
When it comes to health and medicine, what do you think are the advantages of robots and what are the limitations?
For healthcare robots, I think there are many advantages. For example, when compared to humans, healthcare robots, they are quicker to train, and actually you don't even need to train them, you just program them, and it's cheaper to maintain, it's easier to replace. And robotic nurses, they can also do dangerous nursing jobs that may result in the occupational exposure of human nurses to hazardous infections such as COVID.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Lee, for telling us exactly what we can look forward to and what's here right now. Thanks so much for joining us. Joining us today is lifestyle expert Kelly Edwards, best known for co-hosting the successful HGTV series Design on a Dime. She has some tips and products that will help us spruce up our homes and lifestyle this spring. Kelly, what do you have for us?
I absolutely love double duty items, one of them being the frame from Samsung. Now, this is amazing because it's a television, but when it's off, it actually acts as an art piece. They have a growing library of over 1,400 pieces from the art store. The frame is extra slim, and basically they've just introduced a shelf, which is a new accessory that allows you to customize the wall around your shelf to get creative use of the space. So no more black boxes on the wall. You can go to samsung.com for more information about this amazing TV that turns into a piece of art. If you're interested in gardening, Burpee, the national leader in home gardening, actually just launched their 2021 Garden Cast. I absolutely love it as a way to inspire gardeners who want to plant a fantastic garden this season. They have a lot of great trends coming out this year. The World Herb Garden, utilizing herbs that are easy to grow at home, and also the Garden of Joy, using these beautiful, vibrant colors in your home. You can, of course, go to burpee.com/gardencast for more information about that. If you want a great deal, go to slickdeals.net. They're the leading social shopping platform. Absolutely love them. They basically have 12 million users that discover deals and new products, and you always know you're going to get a good price. Slickdeals.net. And it's important to keep high touch surfaces like doorknobs, things like that, light switches sanitized. You go to Microban 24. It's a great line of antibacterial cleaning products that keeps killing bacteria on surfaces for 24 hours when used as directed. And last but not least, Oral-B, fantastic, has their Oral-B Click. It's something you should have on hand. It's a fantastic toothbrush. It comes in 3 new premium colors: rose gold, Alaska blue, and aqua, and you still get that amazingly refreshing clean. And it's also environmentally friendly, which I love as well. You can go to all these websites to get more information, or of course you can go to kellyedwardsinc.com.
Thanks, Kelly. More of the Tech Show coming up after this. I may be replaced by a robot. Welcome back to the Tech Show. Our friends at Unbox Therapy are back with the newest LG 88-inch 8K OLED technology in this week's Field Test.
So today we've got an exciting one. I think you're gonna like this one. I think I'm gonna like this one. I got this new studio space and it's like, I've been trying to figure out what to put in here. I only want to put the best stuff. You see, that's the thing. The space is so special. It's a work in progress for a really long time. Now, I couldn't just go over here and put in some, I don't know, mid-range type of thing. I had to reach out to LG and do the best of the best. And that's what we have here right now. That's the LG Signature OLED 8K, 8Ks. I'm a big fan of OLED, have been for a really long time, and now you bring the resolution, and now you bring the scale. Now, you probably noticed I've got a PlayStation on there as well. Now, granted, that thing's not gonna be able to output 8K, but a lot of people have questions right now about those next-gen consoles and TV upgrades and things like this. So we may end up publishing some of these videos in that resolution fairly shortly. YouTube is gonna be one of these places where you're gonna be able to consume 8K, maybe before anywhere else. As the content catches up, you'll be ready to go with a TV like this that's way ahead of the curve. We're gonna search for some 8K content, see what this thing's capable of in OLED, and of course, we're gonna try out a little bit of gaming as well. Oh, it's substantial too. Oh wow, wait, this has electronics built into it. That's cool. Little cable door over here. I mean, it's just so impressive how slim it is. It's crazy. It makes such an impact. Razor sharp the display is poking up out of that stand that's baked in. So you have these two connectors poking up from within the base. So instead your power ends up all the way down there on floor level, a nice design touch. You have a bunch of different HDMIs to choose from supporting 8K 60 Hertz. That's the magical figure. The dedicated Ethernet port as well if you want to use that, and even some old-fashioned connectors, AV connectors. Is it peel time? Woohoo! Damn! Now might be a good time to show off the controller as well. Now this one is fully metal. It's cool to the touch. It feels high caliber, as it would have to be for a display like this. Even this center scroll ball, kind of like a SIM card almost. You poke right there and it releases the little door with the batteries in it. Whoa! Yes! 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 My God! You're gonna have to go just based on my reaction alone, because where we're going, what things are going to look like, what things are capable of looking like. And I see a picture like that, and I start to think to myself, man, I gotta get this channel on 8K ASAP. I mean, you're looking at real zebras and lions, and you're watching this in 30 frames. I was watching it in 60 frames, which amped up the realness to a step further. And of course, if we go down to the 4K like we might on the gaming, then you get the opportunity to go up to 120 FPS on this display as well. My goodness gracious. Just daily life in 8K. You know, we live in a time right now, a lot of these experiences, you can't have them. I mean, it's difficult. You're trapped at home in many cases. You can't travel as much as before. That's what those extra pixels give you, is a greater sense of a greater sense of closeness to the actual experience having been there. I'm sitting here and I don't mind. I'm sitting here because I can.
Oh, you never think you're going to need it till they show you why you need it. But at upwards of $30K, I'll wait for the next Black Friday sale. Thank you very much. We have one final break and then we're back with Take My Money right here on The Tech Show. Stay with us. Now it's time for Take My Money, where this week we don't have to choose between earrings and earbuds anymore. I love everything about this. You can change the look from one pair of buds, look even more stylish from the waist up than you did before in your video meetings. Planet Beyond, go ahead and take my money. Take it. I'll look so fancy and bedazzled. Thanks for joining us this week. Join us at The Tech Show TV to be part of the conversation. Check you later. Did you hate that?